Immediately, people.
Fresh drop.
Winds are at high. The power of the wind is literally pushing my body forward. And guess what? The sea levels are high. It's coming in powerful. The rain is coming in and out. First it's heavy, then it becomes light. People, this is not a drill. Melissa is close to our lands, and we ought to take heed to the instructions that are given by the authorities. If you're in a flood-prone area, evacuate immediately, people. Oh my God! Listen, we have to go. Oh my God! The whole of my shoes wet.
My fellow Jamaicans, Hurricane Melissa is now a Category 4 hurricane. Approximately 100 miles south of Kingston, heading westward at 5 miles per hour, it is projected to turn northward. We are already experiencing rain and overcast conditions. Based on current assessments, all of Jamaica will likely be affected by hurricane conditions, meaning heavy rains and winds above 100 miles per hour. It is also likely that hurricane conditions could linger over Jamaica due to the slow-moving nature of this system. Given the extended days of rains leading up to landfall and the expected inundation from the actual passage, we can expect general flash floodings across the island. However, low-lying areas, coastal areas, river courses, gullies, and other waterways will overflow either from excess rain or storm surges. Extended rainfall and heavy rainflows will also trigger landslides in hilly areas. Buildings and activities in or along those waterways or hillsides will be at high risk of damage, complete displacement, and loss of life. Hurricane winds will most certainly damage roofs and compromise some structures. By all assessments of the current situation, while we pray for the best, hour by hour, it is becoming apparent that the impact of Hurricane Melissa could be greater than Hurricane Beryl, certainly in terms of rainfall and flooding. We can lessen damage and speed up recovery by taking preparatory and precautionary measures before the impact of the hurricane. It is expected that Hurricane Melissa will make landfall on Tuesday. I take this opportunity to reinforce the appeal to residents of low-lying areas, historically flood-prone areas, gully banks, riverbanks, hillsides, and other vulnerable areas to take precautions to protect your property where possible, prepare your evacuation plan, and comply with the evacuation orders given. Avoid unnecessary risks such as playing in floodwaters and waterways, climbing trees and roofs during the hurricane. Shelter in place, stay inside during the hurricane. We have issued an order under the Disaster Risk Management Act declaring the entire island of Jamaica a threatened area. This provides us with the legal framework to take all necessary measures to safeguard lives and property during the hurricane. All our national agencies, ODPEM, the JDF, the JCF, the NWA, and our first responders are on high alert. Shelters have been prepared, supplies pre-positioned, and emergency teams are standing by across the island. At the time of impact, the government will declare a disaster under the DRMA, along with the various other measures necessary from time to time to take us safely through the periods of disaster, relief, and recovery. Today, I signed a compulsory evacuation order for several communities along the South Coast, which will empower ODPEM to act as necessary to have persons evacuated from high-risk areas to save lives. We have also issued an order under the Trade Act to prevent price gouging. No one should seek to profit from the hardship of a disaster. The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining will be issuing a recommended price list for all market produce. We have intensified our drain cleaning and mitigation programs across the island, targeting critical areas that are most vulnerable to flooding. Over 400 million Jamaican dollars has so far been allocated for drain cleaning and waterway cleanup, including at least $3 million to each constituency to carry out emergency drain cleaning and local preparedness. In addition to preparing the country for the impact of the hurricane, we are also taking steps to position ourselves for the recovery following impact. The security forces will ensure there is no break in public order during and after the hurricane. We will take all steps under the law to protect life and property from looting and other antisocial behavior. We urge all citizens to maintain the peace, observe the laws and various orders that may be issued, and act wisely in limiting movement and gatherings to what is necessary. Your government has built out a comprehensive multi-layered disaster risk financing framework to ensure that we can respond quickly and effectively. We have the National Natural Disaster Risk Fund and the Contingency Fund, which we will use to start the relief and recovery process. Beyond these, there are additional layers of insurance protection that are triggered once specific impact thresholds are met, along with contingent credit facilities. The NWA, JDF, NSWMA, local governments, and our utilities are all prepared to reopen roads, restore access, and reinstate service to ensure a quick recovery. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security, supported by the JDF, is fully prepared to lead the humanitarian relief effort and the data gathering for damage assessment. Please play your part in having your identification and other documentation ready if you have to apply or register for relief. The Ministry of Agriculture is ready to offer support to our farmers and fishers to ensure that they are back out in the field as soon as possible. The Ministry of Health is making plans for major mosquito and other vector control initiatives immediately after the hurricane to avoid outbreaks of diseases, especially dengue. I want to take this moment to recognize our frontline workers, our healthcare professionals, police officers, soldiers, firefighters, utility crews, and all essential personnel who will be out there risking their lives to protect ours and to serve us. With proper preparation, discipline, and care for one another, we will come through this safely, as we have done so many times before. And let us remember, it is in times like these that Jamaica's true character shines through. Reach out to your neighbor, check on the elderly, check on persons with disabilities, and anyone who may need help. That is who we are, a people who live by the principle, each one help one. While we must prepare for the worst, let us also pray for the best. In every adversity, we have found strength, not only in our resilience, but in the power of prayer. So, wherever you are, I encourage you to gather your family and pray for protection, for calm, and for each other, trusting that God, who has seen Jamaica through every storm, will carry us safely through this one too. My Jamaican family, we will weather this storm, and when the sky is clear, we will come together to restore and build stronger, prouder, and more resilient than before. Keep safe, everyone. May God bless you, protect your families, and keep safe our beloved Jamaica land we love.
Wagwan media people, you don't know, it's a boy Media Boss with another update, my people. And this Hurricane Melissa, my people, trust me, this I get worldwide coverage. And Hurricane Melissa has now moved from a category 4 to a category 5. So people, stay in, make preparations. You get me? If the hurricane is not at your side of the island right now is the chance to make that final preparation. For all those who skeptic and say no, it not go come here like L.A. Lewis said, people, do on the right thing, make on preparation, because we have a whole heap of TikToks and a whole heap of news feed to react to. So stay tuned.
Breaking news this morning, Hurricane Melissa now a Category 5 storm. The latest advisory coming in from the National Hurricane Center with maximum sustained winds at 160 miles per hour. The pressure has dropped to 917 millibars. It is expected to intensify as we go through this Monday. Melissa now a Cat 5, and you're going to see video pouring in from Jamaica this morning throughout the day today as well. Melissa now less than 24 hours out from landfall, talking about extreme rainfall. Storm surge up to 13 feet in some cases, and all of this rain that continues to fall expected to trigger the possibility of landslides across the island. There's a look at Melissa right now. Look how intense this storm is. It's a perfect donut, if you will, with a perfect eye, and you can see the eye wall right smack in the center there. Very nice ventilation with this system. Storm top's impressive when you look at all of the white there, meaning this is a healthy looking storm. And again, it is expected to intensify within the next day or so. Latest information again, 160 miles per hour. This storm currently about 160 miles west, 130 miles southwest of Kingston, Jamaica. And then next in line would be Cuba. This is about 315 miles southwest of Guantanamo. So Cuba next in line for this system. It's going to be a long day for the island of Cuba. Some of those outer rain bands will make it to Haiti and the Dominican Republic, but the impacts are significant for Jamaica. We compare the advisory coming in at 5 a.m. compared to what we had with the 2 a.m. advisory. The pressure has dropped quite a bit, from 926 millibars down to 917 millibars. Remember, when the pressure drops, the speeds go up. It's an indication that the storm is intensifying. The west movement continues at about 3 miles per hour. The steering mechanisms, which we have had in place, an area of high pressure, helps to move that to the west, starts to weaken today. And what that means is it starts to move north. What's north of the storm right now? The island of Jamaica. We do have hurricane warnings for the entire island. They are also on portions of Cuba, especially for the eastern and southeastern portions of Cuba. You'll notice tropical storm warnings extend over Haiti, and we're also seeing those over a portion of Cuba. You'll notice the cone, the latest, continues to move over the island of Jamaica and then over portions of Cuba. This has not changed very much since the last advisory from the National Hurricane Center. And here's an up-close view of this. And I was talking about those big, bright storm clouds, the brighter whites and the pinks, indicating how cold and how massive the storm is, especially on the southern side. But really, the entire storm itself looking very healthy at this time. Here's the center of the storm south of Kingston, and the radar already picking up all of the rain moving over portions of Jamaica. Storm track takes it over Jamaica, and then eventually, even with land still holding tight as it gets
serious in the sea of me. Whoa! Water! Water! My side! Look at that! Water my side. You not save me? Me not moving. Watch everything start to wash here now. Don't feel like a joke. Water, me not moving. You not save me? My side, more safe, you really not save me. Save me, my side. Save me, I want a wheel. Water. I want a wheel. Save me, my side. See that? Nah, stop it, get mad now.
Something we pay for something.
My side it get mad now, see there, be a water on the save me. Clark, the people them want me to wash your body. Come in, we are move.
I don't care.
Them want me to wash your dog. Them not save me. Look how me I show them what go on and they not save me. Man, come in here, man. Who swim go home? Come here, make us swim go home, Barney, because they're not safe.
Man.
See the people.
The community, you are asked to leave. This is a flood-prone zone. You are asked to leave. Buses will be provided at 1 p.m. for all members of the community to leave to the Holy Family.
Fresh drop.
The Holy Family Primary School in the Rockford space. There is no shelter in and around this area, and once you are here, when the storm comes, you will not be assisted to leave. All members of the community, prepare yourself to leave at 1 p.m. today. Bus at the St. Michael's Primary School. You are asked to get ready to leave. This is a flood-prone zone. You are asked to leave.
Look, yeah, in my house here, knock. When me look, I'm in neighbor knock. I call over there, I say, I want to go on. Oh, you knock down the house. She said she had to take off the house top. Because she now with Melissa to come take it off. She had take it off from now. Me believe in her. Yeah, she have sense. Do make Melissa take it off yourself.
True, yeah. But me kind of have a respect so
This is the gully by Newland Bridge on Gem Road. And this is how far it's reached in just 2 days. They put the big heavy stones there yesterday, and now they're putting the sandbags in front of the heavy stones. And you can see they've even rigged up some slides to slide the sandbags down from the upper section, the upper level, to the lower level. Very innovative.
This hurricane right here is about to make Jamaica look unrecognizable, y'all. And those are not even my words. Those are the meteorologist's words. Look how fucking massive this joint is. The whole fucking island is about to be swallowed. I'm praying for every Jamaican, everybody in Jamaica This shit is crazy. I didn't know they was about to get hit with a fucking hurricane. I was on IG earlier and I seen somebody showing the sky, and that joint look crazy, fool. Look like some shit I ain't never seen. And in the video, he was like, he ain't never seen the sky like this. Look at the sky, y'all. This the video I was talking about. You see how dark it is?
It look dark. I'm so scared.
Hey, I'm sending prayers to Jamaica. All the Jamaicans.
Hurricane Center is forecasting Melissa to reach 165. That would be the strongest hurricane of the season in the Atlantic Basin. By the way, this is the third time we've had a Cat 5 this year, which matches 2005, where we had, oh gosh, Katrina, Wilma, was it Emily or Rita? I can't remember. We may have had more than that, actually. We may have had more than 3 Category 5s. But either way, this is rare company, no matter how you slice it. This thing is an absolute buzzsaw. It's been kind of circoiling its way off toward the west. In other words, you got all this mass kind of moving up and down, north and south, but the main motion has been west. At some point, this takes the turn, all right? There are 2 Hurricane Hunter missions going out here right now. One has left, NOAA has left Lakeland, and the other one, the Air Force, have left Curacao. So we'll get a good look at what we're dealing with. So 160 by the time we roll into Tuesday morning. And you know what? Now you're talking about something that's on final approach to Jamaica and through here. Warnings, as you would expect, including our airbase in Guantanamo Bay. Here's the radar out of Jamaica over the past 6 hours. And those winds that are 160 with gusts even higher than that are right in that beautiful ring right there that we see on this. So this is what we're going to watch. We'll probably watch this slow during the day today, and then it'll start coming north with all sorts of horrible conditions starting late tonight during the dark into Jamaica. So here's the graph model, 2 p.m. on Monday, starting to see a little bit of a turn toward the north, kind of this more westerly and then northwesterly jog, and then eventually this thing gets slung shot across. Kingston's on the east side. You're going to get the storm surge. Montego Bay winds from a whole different direction here with this thing and moving across these tall mountains, 7,000, 7,500 feet. The tallest mountains are on the east side, I think, of Jamaica. And then it's going to hit this area of mountains on Cuba, west of Guantanamo. So this should really, whack this thing. But once it starts to turn north, we'll probably have something certainly in the Cat 5 range. You can see the rainfall that we're talking about. It's still to come. It's already been raining. It's raining at Kingston. Winds are gusty, but they're not obviously any way, shape, or form what they're going to be. Guantanamo, certainly the mountains off to the west of Guantanamo are going to be very, very impacted as well with tremendous wind. And the kind of wind that we're talking about is literally going to create a stripping effect. It is going to strip leaves and pine needles from the trees. And you're going to wind up with, if you remember Maria, that Maria did across Puerto Rico, just literally stripping and creating this huge brown area. So really Tuesday morning through about lunchtime, the worst of it kind of moves across. And then by the time we roll into the evening hours, it'll all be northwest. And we'll come to the realization of we just had a major hit on this island, potentially the worst in the history of the island of Jamaica during the day on Tuesday. So get ready, batten down the hatches here if you got some stuff to do. But what do we have, Molly? How many shelters? You read that at the top of the hour. Dozens
881.
Of shelters. Yeah.
Dozens of shelters open.
And
obviously they went through Gilbert in 1988.
Right.
So there have been changes to building codes and everything. But still, you look at the strength of this hurricane, the duration that they're going to experience, hurricane force winds, and just the rainfall.
Gilbert went across, not fast, but it went across faster than this will. Beryl last year went across to the south, didn't landfall. But these were faster moving storms. This is going to be so slow moving and agonizing.
I know Dr. Nab calls it category slow because it just the slow nature of this.
Yeah.
It just makes it so difficult.
It really does.
It really does.
It's hard to imagine actually what's going to look like.
One phone just dropping at the water, one find it. What? My little girl. Watch him.
Watch him. Put him on go so.
Watch your woman.
Hold it up.
Yo!
Sit down, find this.
I can't deal with all here. I know what I'm workplace flood out.
What is that, God?
No, they're full. Watch out. Shall I jump in now? Crossroad.
God. Help our Jesus.
Watch out, woman down about for head. Watch out.
I just come out back, but I want to know if it's only St. Mary alone this time I keep. Port Maria, St. Mary, that why I feel with tree alone have to drop down in our yard. Want to rest at St. Mary and Port Maria? Two of my tree then drop down. Breadfruit tree and my raspberry tree. Mighty God. This is in Port Maria St. Mary, reporting live from the Foresters Complex. Two of our trees have fallen down. Root up. Yeah, root up ahead. Rooted and grounded. Literally rooted and grounded, you know. Rooted and grounded in the name of the Lord. Father God, I ask for your divine protection over us.
New updates about Hurricane Melissa. It has slowed down, giving us more time to prepare. However, that slowing down of the hurricane means that it is only getting stronger. At this very moment, it is going to pass through St. Elizabeth and then St. Anne. However, that not save no the mountain. Them want to feel like they're running over save that cannot save you guys from water surge and landfall. Remember, the water surge and the landfall are when the sea rises at high level and come over on the land. The mountain them can't save at least 70% to 90% of the island will be terribly affected. Remember, it's category 4 right now, and if things doesn't change drastically, it's going to become a category 5 hurricane. I just went through Portmore on the boulevard, then to Barbican, and let me tell you, the wall of the billboard them are come down and all the street lights are off. Spoke to someone in Portland that lives by Portland Cottages or whatever that's the name, something Cove, and almost all of the people them are evacuate. The people them come from there, so if you not see this, comment down below and make the people them know what want. For the people that are living in Riverton City, you're being ordered to evacuate right now, as well as Port Royal. New Haven, Rocky Point, Holt Harbor, and Taylor Point in Bull Bay, you're all being ordered to leave. Remember guys, the fact that the track has shifted and it is slowing down, it's giving us more time to prepare for the catastrophic damages that lies ahead. Last but not least, tomorrow, if the rain not heavy and if the wind's not heavy, look around in the yard, take out the bush them, anything we can block up the place, block up the drain, make sure that the drain them clear. If we can come together in the community and clear out the gully or whatever is nearby, please do so guys. Like the video, comment down below, let me know where you are and what is happening in your parish, and stay tuned.
Yo, for you people, when sun a shine, we don't turn on the yard. We don't have good weather, excellent summer weather, we don't turn on the yard, we don't lock up in our house. But now storm come, we don't choose to go to the beach. Don't make nobody break on the fun. Go and go swim. Go and go enjoy life. Yeah man, when you see rough and no bark like a dog, go and swim. Go and go enjoy life. Go on the roaring river. Go and go enjoy life. Don't make nobody break on the fun. And one life you don't have to live, so live it. Swim away. Swim and enjoy yourself. Yes man. Swim and enjoy. Don't make nobody tell you nothing.